Prime Minister Scott Morrison has issued a call for international students and working holiday makers to come on down to Australia as the nation grapples with workforce shortages. International students and working holiday makers who arrive in Australia from today will have their visa application fees rebated to encourage more to enter the country. My name is 𝗔𝘀𝘀𝘀𝘀. I am Migration Practice Manager at Oli and Associates, who are pioneers in education and migration services since 2002. In this video, I'll give a quick update on the government's recent announcement to waive visa charges for student and working holiday makers. The Prime Minister has announced the waiving of visa charges for both students and working holiday makers with the aim to help the nation ease workforce shortages caused by the spread of the Omicron variant. This initiative will take effect for all those arriving from the date of announcement and remain in force for a period of 8 weeks for students and 12 weeks for working holiday makers. Any student or working holiday maker visa holder who is currently offshore and travels to Australia between 19th of January and 19th of March 2022 will be eligible for a refund of their visa application charge. The current visa application charge for a student visa is Australian $630, and for a working holiday maker it is $495. The rapid rise of the COVID-19 infections has resulted in thousands of people being forced off work due to the virus or being required to self-isolate as close contact. Mr. Frydenberg said the government wanted to lure an estimated 175,000 foreign students and working holiday makers to come to the country, and the scheme was expected to cost $55 million. This recent initiative is the addition to the federal government announcement last week that a 40-hour per fortnight working cap would be removed for foreign students in sectors affected by workforce shortages. Due to the current workforce shortages, the government is temporarily removing the limit on working hours for students and secondary visa holders across all sectors. This change has taken effect and will be reviewed in April of 2022. And on a separate note, the government is also temporarily removing the limitation for working holiday maker visa holders to only work for 6 months with one employer. Effectively immediately, until the end of 2022, there will be no limit on the working time holiday makers can work for the same employer. These initiatives have been generated by the job vacancies surge across Australia as the lockdowns ended last year, highlighting staff shortages that are now crippling economic activity as the COVID-19 cases soar. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, job openings jumped almost a fifth, or 18.5% from the previous 3 months to 396,000 for the September-November period. All sectors of the economy reported higher vacancies, led by the private sector with job openings at 361,000, or up 19.4% from August. Public sector vacancies were up 9.7%. Arts and recreation and accommodation and food services had the biggest increases in job openings, rising about 260% and 210% respectively, compared with February 2020. While the figures predate the rapid spread of the Omicron strain, they underscore how tight the labour market was prior to the latest economic distortions, with companies now struggling to fill for staff who have COVID or are in close contact with those who do. There are currently some 325,000 foreign students in Australia, with an estimated 150,000 still offshore, and there are an estimated 18,500 onshore working holiday makers onshore and 23,500 offshore. Mr. Morrison says foreign students working and being trained in health and aged care would be incredibly helpful as the nation continues to grapple with the pandemic. The call for visa holders to return is a big turnaround, considering temporary visa holders were told to return to their home countries if they could not support themselves during the coronavirus pandemic. You are now welcome back, and Australia is and will continue to be the most excited destination for foreign students and working holiday makers for many years to come. That concludes this video session. For more information on student or working holiday maker visas, contact us on 02-9262-1517, or you can email me directly at willem@oli.com.au to arrange a face-to-face consultation via Zoom. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.